Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Rooted in Design. Today, I want to talk to you about investment properties and what to look out for when you're looking for that second, third property for yourselves. Because there are definitely elements that you want to think about that the house you're looking at has that may or may not affect your budget when you're investing back into it and remodeling or just giving it a facelift. For instance, the first one would be making sure that property doesn't have any unpermitted work or unclear title, or maybe it doesn't even have a certificate of occupancy. You want to make sure all the paperworks are in line, because then it create an issue for you down the line when you're trying to do those renovations, etc. Especially if it doesn't have a certificate of occupancy, you're likely not going to be able to purchase the property unless you pay for it cash. So all of that is very important, and you can either deal with it before you purchase it, or you can deal with it and work it out on your own. But it's something to think about because it takes time and money. Also, I would say when you're looking at homes, you want to make sure that you have an inspector check the structural integrity of the house, making sure that any load bearing elements are in good condition. There's no rotting, rusting, as well as you don't have any termites or mold. A lot of health elements that you unravel after you purchase a home, and it adds a lot of costs into renovating it, because you can't rent or flip a house that has mold. You need to really remediate that. You don't want to affect the health of anyone, really. So that really is important. And also, the HVAC, plumbing, and electrical systems tend to be the priciest elements in a renovation. So if you go in there and it needs a whole new HVAC system because the boiler, the hot water heater, all of that is really dated, you have to take into account that cost. Also, electrical. There's some houses out there that still only have 100 amps for a big home. And if you're trying to add to it and expand, you're going to need to bring in more electrical amperage. So you always want to look for 150 or 200. And that's something you can ask the homeowner or electrician who does a quick inspection of that element. And for plumbing, making sure that if they've been upgraded or if it is older pipes, that you don't have any corrosions. I've talked to people that they purchased a home and later on realized that there's perforations in their front yard for the pipe for waste, and they have to like open the whole front yard and replace a lot of lineage of the pipe, which is thousands of dollars they hadn't taken into account for the renovation. And lastly, having clarity of what is feasible. If you're looking just to quickly give it a facelift or renovate, it's not much of an issue. But if you're really trying to create a lot more equity in the proper project, you're trying to extend or add elements to the home, you want to make sure that the zoning allows for it, because you don't want to make a six-figure investment and then figuring out that you can't do what you plan to do on that property. So that's where my feasibility studies before you purchase projects really comes in handy to understand those nuances. Or if you buy an empty lot, seeing is it even buildable, or if it's a larger lot, is it able to actually be subdivided? Because it might look huge, but you might just be shy and need a variance, which adds months and dollars to your investment. So things to think about, but remember, I'm always here if you have any questions for anything like this, and we can talk it through and see what works best for you. Thank you.
Are you a homeowner who is looking to expand your home so you have enough space for everything you need in your home? Or do you want to renovate because the interior just doesn't work for your needs anymore? Or are you someone who's looking for a property, but nothing that you've been looking at really fits what you need? Well, my name is Katherine Serrano Sosa. I'm the founder of Rooted Architecture Studio, and I can help you bring those renovations and adjustments to life. At Rooted Architecture Studio, we focus on creating meaningful, inclusive, client-centric designs for homeowners and investors. We walk you through the whole process of design and construction and making sure that you understand what's going on, but take away all the layers so you can sit back and just focus on the deliverables of what we're designing. We make sure that your non-negotiables are integrated and your wants and needs are integrated to the best of our abilities. So if you are looking to do anything that I just discussed, or just have ideas that you might want to talk about what the possibilities may be, give us a call and reach out through social media as well, and we'll be happy to help you. And if you're looking for a new property, make sure to connect with Dream Select Realty. They're the right people to help you find the right property for you and make sure that your needs are integrated. Or if we're renovating, we can all collaborate together to bring that vision to life.